Hello students. So now this is the last video of this chapter. So with this video we will finish our one of the lengthiest chapter, that is the enemy. Okay. So I think by now 12th class students, they are ready to grasp and accept that English syllabus needs time. Okay, because every time you feel that yes, I can prepare it within no time, but no, it takes time. So start preparing, okay, along with other subjects. So now we come to page number 43, the enemy, Vistas, class 12th, and we have here read that 3 nights Sadao waited for the assassins to come, but these assassins did never come. So now we are starting page number 43, where Sadao has now decided something, that he is not going to now wait for the assassins anymore. You are well, Sadao agreed. Now this boy was very happy. He was preparing to go out in the garden. So Sadao said, yes, it shows that you are now feeling very good, feeling very well. So you are well. He lowered his voice. You are so well that I think if I put my boat on the shore tonight with food and extra clothing in it, you might be able to row to that little island not far from the coast. In a way, he actually told him that now it is a time when you should leave my home. But that also he told that it's not that I'm calling the police. I will give you a chance to run away from my home. I will arrange a boat, okay, and I will tell you where to go. To the nearby island, he said, you can go. It is so near the coast that it has not been worth fortifying. Fortifying, actually, this is coastal area. And he says that island is that near to this coast that people actually do not go over there for picnic or for other things, because every time people want to go far away places. Okay, they explore far away places. So, and this island is that near that nobody goes over there. So it means you will not be having any danger of being caught. So you can go to that island. Nobody lives on it because in storm it is submerged. But this is not the season of storm. And he says actually nobody lives on that island. Why? Because actually in the stormy season, in the stormy weather, this island is submerged, fully submerged in water. That's why nobody lives over there permanently. But he says these days it is not a time of storms, so you can stay over there. You could live there until you saw a Korean fishing boat pass by. They passed quite near the island because the water is many fathoms deep there. And he says, there you would certainly find some Korean boat someday. Okay, you will have to wait for some Korean boat because I'm sure these boats come over there. Okay, so you can take lift in that Korean boat and then you can leave this area forever. The young man stared at him, slowly comprehending, understanding. He was slowly grasping and understanding that it means this man wants me to run away. He's not going to call the police. He's again helping me. Do I have to? Then he asked, do you think that I should do this? I have to, take the boat and go to that island? I think so, Sadao said gently. You understand. It is not hidden that you are here. He says actually now you should understand that everybody, because my servants have left this home and they know you are here, anytime anybody can come to arrest you, then along with you even I will be arrested. Maybe this is what he wanted to tell this American. The young man nodded in perfect comprehension. Okay, he said. Though Sadao did not detail all these things, but he understood. He said, yes, okay, I'm ready. Sadao did not see him again until evening. As soon as it was dark, he had dragged the stout boat, stout means very strong boat, down to the shore, and in it he put food and bottled water that he had bought secretly during the day, as well as 2 quilts he had bought at a pawn shop. The boat he tied to a post in the water, for the tide was high. There was no moon and he worked without a flashlight. So he arranged everything in the boat. Okay. secretly, maybe not even telling Hannah anything right now. When he came to the house, he entered as though he were just back from his work. And so Hannah knew nothing. Yumi was here today, she said as she served his supper, means dinner. Though she was so modern, still she did not eat with him. Yumi cried over the baby. She went on with a sigh. She misses him so. The servants will come back as soon as the foreigner is gone, Sadao said. He went into the guest room that night before he went to bed himself and checked carefully the American's temperature. As a doctor, he checked his temperature, the state of the wound, and his heart and pulse. The pulse was irregular, but that was because of the excitement. So there was no danger otherwise to the patient. The young man's pale lips were pressed together and his eyes burned. Only the scars on his neck were red. I realize you're saving my life again, he said. He told Sadao. Not at all, Sadao said. It is only inconvenient to have you here any longer. He says, no. Don't ever think that I'm saving any American, my enemy. No, he says actually, now keeping you in my home for more days is actually inconvenience to me. So this way I'm saving myself, not you. He had hesitated a good deal about giving the man a flashlight, but he had decided to give it to him after all. It was a small one, his own, which he used at night when he was called, and along with other things in the boat. Now, last thing he gave was his own flashlight. Though he always needed it whenever maybe he was called for emergency in the night, but still he gave. Now this is important question. What is the job of this flashlight? Okay, what he is supposed to do with this flashlight? This you can separately get 2 marks question. So now this para is important for you. Now what he said while giving this flashlight, he said, if your food runs out before you catch a boat, he said, signal me 2 flashes at the same instant the sun drops over the horizon. So what he said, if your food runs out, means if your food finishes and there is nothing left, okay, with you, and you need more food or you need more water to drink, then you will be, giving me 2 flashes. Okay, so 2 flashes at what time? When the sun sets, at that time. Okay, there is no darkness, but there is no sunlight, bright sunlight. So at the time of horizon, when the sun sets, at that time you will be giving me 2 flashlight. Okay, because it is not dark, so it will not be seen by anybody or everybody. Okay, because it means he would be every day waiting for him to give him flash. So only he would be able to see those flashes from the island, because other people, naturally those who do not know that anybody is there on the island, why should they see? If they ever see this also, they will feel that maybe it is they're only thinking only that they have seen something, otherwise there is nothing. But Sadao would certainly know that 2 flashes means that person, Tom, this American, is asking for more food or more water. So this is first job. He said you are to do every evening at the time of the sunset. Okay, you are to give me 2 flashes if you need food. Do not signal in darkness, for it will be seen. He said in darkness you will be caught. It will be seen by others. So do not give me that flashes in darkness. And if you are all right but still there, signal me once. And if you do not need anything, but you are still there, even then you are to signal me 1 flash. It means this American is supposed to signal him every day. Naturally, he says if you are there, it means every day at the time of sunset, he would give him 1 signal telling him that I am still here. And if he needs something, okay, food or water, then he will be giving 2 signals. Then Sadao will arrange everything for him. You will find fresh fish easy to catch, but you must eat them raw. A fire would be seen. And then he said for food, you may get even fish also, but you cannot cook the fish over there, because that fire or the smoke or something will be seen by others, and people will get to know that there is somebody. So if you want to eat fish, then eat it raw. So that way, everything he told him to do, okay, this way, this American got a chance to leave, run away from Japan. Okay, the young man breathed. He was distressed. He was dressed now in the Japanese clothes. You may get this question, why Japanese clothes? He was dressed now in the Japanese clothes which Sadao had given him. And at the last moment, Sadao wrapped a black cloth around his blonde head. Now Sadao said, okay. And then he said goodbye. So this way he gave him his Japanese clothes and black round his head. Why Japanese clothes? Because suppose if somebody, this is night time, even then, somebody, gets to see that, okay, there is some boat in the water. But because of the Japanese clothes, nobody will be having any doubt. They would think that maybe this is some fisherman who was late coming back from fishing. That way. Okay. Now, this way, this man went away. The young American, without a word, shook Sadao's hand warmly, and then walked quite well across the floor and down the step into the darkness of the garden. Once, twice, Sadao saw his light flash to find his way, but that would not be suspected. He waited until from the shore there was one more flash, then he closed the partition. That night he slept. He slept means he had a sound sleep, because for the last 3 nights he was waiting for the assassins and he was not having sound sleep. But today he had a sound sleep. Now man is gone. There is time gap, though it is not shown, but there is time gap. Now again, actually Sadao was called by the general because general had a problem in the heart and the gallbladder. He again needed operation, and this Sadao had gone for that. And now once again, when general is out of danger, now only Sadao tells this general that the man is gone. You say man escaped, means here we are to assume that he has already told that, sir, you didn't send your assassins, and you had told that I should keep the door open. Door was open, that's why one day, I do not know, but he fled away from my home. He has escaped from my home because the door was open, because you only told me to keep the door open. That way. You say man escaped? The general asked faintly. He had been. Now, actually, what had happened to general this time? He had been operated upon a week before, an emergency operation to which Sadao had been called in the night. For 12 hours, Sadao had not been sure the general would live. The gallbladder was much involved. Then the old man had begun to breathe deeply again and to demand food. Sadao had not been able to ask about the assassins. So during this week he could not ask because the general was not well. As so far as he knew, they had never come. The servants had returned. Okay, now this week passed. He was maybe every day visiting the patient, this general, but he could not ask about assassins. Now this week the servants also got to know that yes, this man has escaped, so they also came back. The servants had returned, and Yumi had cleaned the guest room thoroughly and had burned sulfur in it to get the white man's smell out of it. Nobody said anything. Only the gardener was cross. Cross means a little bit angry, because he had got behind with his chrysanthemums. Chrysanthemums is name of the flower. Actually, he was angry because he saw that nobody had taken that care of these flowers, because he's a gardener. Okay, so that's why he was not very pleased to see that these two, husband and wife, they could not take care of the flowers that way. Otherwise, the routine was back. But after a week, Sadao felt the general was well enough to be spoken to about the prisoner. So now only Sadao thought that it's now 1 week and the general is now recovering. So maybe it is the right time when he should tell everything about the prisoner. Okay, yes, Excellency, he escaped. So when he told that he has escaped, okay, so we come back to that para, the long para. You say man escaped. Okay, the general had asked. He said, yes, sir. Yes, this is true that he has escaped. He coughed, signifying that he had not said all he might have said. And then, the way he started talking about, he was trying to show that I don't want to, trouble you, I don't want to give the details, but one thing you should, that the man has escaped. Okay, the way he started talking, he was trying to show this to the general, that sir, I am not, I don't want to disturb you, I'm not going to give the details, but I thought that you should know at least this much, that the man has escaped. And he showed that he was unwilling to disturb the general further. But the old man opened his eyes suddenly. But he was a general, so he just opened the eyes when he heard that the enemy has escaped. That prisoner, he said with some energy, did I not promise that I would kill him for you? He said, I think you're talking about the same prisoner for whom I had promised that yes, I would send my assassins and I will kill that prisoner. You did, Excellency, Siddhao said. He said, yes, sir, you had promised. Well, the old man said in a tone of amazement. So I did, but you see, I was suffering a good deal. The truth is, I thought of nothing but myself. In short, I forgot my promise to you. And now he accepted. He said, now I remember, yes, I had promised. But maybe I was, more concerned about my own health. And maybe that's why I forgot. I wondered, Your Excellency, Siddhao murmured. Very slowly, Siddhao said, yes, sir. Even I was wondering that how can you forget this thing? Because you are so passionate about killing the enemies, okay, destroying the enemies. How could you, forget this thing that you were to send your assassins? Even I was wondering. It was certainly very careless of me, the general said. But you understand, it was not lack of patriotism or dereliction of duty. He said, yes, I must admit that maybe because of my own health, okay, I became careless. But he said, but even then, I think you would, agree with me that there is no lack of patriotism in me. It's not that I was not, patriotic, or I have now stopped thinking about my country and killing the enemies. He says, no, this is not. And this is not even dereliction of duty, means when I was not able to do my duty and maybe I was not doing the duty, properly. He says, no, this is not the thing. The only thing is that I became careless, little bit careless, maybe bit careless because of my own health. He looked anxiously at his doctor, and while saying this, he was looking at the doctor. He was trying to get the expression or get the response from the doctor when he said that this is not that I am not patriot, still I am very patriot, still I want to do my duty, still my duty is my priority, but just because of my health I became careless. And now he was trying to get the response from the doctor. If the matter should come out, you would understand that, wouldn't you? And now he said that if this matter comes out, if others know about it, that I, the general of this country, okay, I could not send my assassins, you know it very well that what would be the reaction from the officers or the high officials, okay, or the public. Certainly, Your Excellency, means actually in a way he was trying to tell the doctor that please don't tell about this to anyone. And even doctor said, certainly sir, I understand. Okay, I understand that you are a patriot. I understand that you always do the duty for the country first. So certainly, Your Excellency, he suddenly comprehended that the general was in the palm of his hand. And now suddenly he understood. He got to know that now general is actually afraid. He doesn't want that this should, this thing should come out. And now he felt that general was now in his palm. Now in what way he thought general was in his palm? Because if ever, the officials or the police or the army, they get to know that this prisoner of war was, at this Siddhao's house, even then now Siddhao will not be arrested. Why? Because he would tell that yes, enemy was at my place and that's why I informed about the enemy to the general. And it was general's duty now to, take the action. So if general fails to, take the action, what can a doctor do? So this way now he knew that he is totally safe. And maybe the general is now in danger. Okay, he is in his hand now. And that as a consequence he himself was perfectly safe. I can swear to your loyalty, Excellency, he said to the old general, and to your zeal against the enemy. He said, don't worry, sir. I can swear to your loyalty. I know you are a loyal person towards your country. I know that you are always having that zeal against your enemy to kill or to destroy the enemy. Sir, don't worry. Okay, nothing will come out. You are a good man, the general murmured and closed his eyes. You will be rewarded. Now, general was little bit, he was relaxed. That in a way, okay, though he didn't say anything directly, but even then, he got a promise from Sadao that Sadao is not going to tell about it to anybody. And that's why he closed his eyes, he relaxed, and he said, I will definitely promote your name, okay, for a reward. But Sadao, searching the spot of black in the twilighted sea that night, had his reward. This line you may get, and the question would be, what reward he himself got? Though in the evening, okay, when he was with General said, I will, I will recommend your name for reward. But the same evening, this Sadao, he himself got the reward. Okay, this is important question, you can underline. So what reward he got? There was no prick of light in the dusk. This was the reward. Actually, if you remember, he had told that every evening you are to show me one flash. Okay, just to show that you are there. But that evening there was no flash. No flash means this prisoner, this American, he had got some Korean boat, and it means he is now not on the island. So this was the reward. Why now this was the reward for this Sadao? Because maybe somewhere in his heart, Sadao was always in a threat of being arrested. Why? Because suppose that person is arrested because he is there at the island, and maybe somebody from the army or from the police gets to know that yes, some American is there, they would arrest this American, and maybe under some pressure this American would name Sadao also. So that's why Sadao was always in danger. But now this was the reward for Sadao, because Sadao was now out of danger because American is not there. He is not going to be arrested by Japanese police. So it means Sadao is also safe. So that's why this was the reward for Sadao. No one was on the island. His prisoner was gone, safe doubtless, for he had warned him to wait only for a Korean fishing boat. Now the man is gone and Sadao is relaxed. Now after so many days, once again, now Sadao is standing in the same veranda from where he had seen that injured American. So now he is relaxed, and now he is again standing all alone today, standing in the veranda looking at the vast sea. Okay, he stood for a moment on the veranda, gazing out to the sea, from whence means from where the young man had come that other night, and into his mind, although without reason, there came other white faces he had known. Now when he was looking at the sea, maybe he started thinking about this prisoner, and then suddenly so many Americans, okay, started coming to his memory. Means naturally he had spent many years in America, so now he started thinking about all the Americans one by one. Okay, first of all, the professor at whose house he had met Hannah. A dull man, and his wife had been a silly talkative woman, in spite of her wish to be kind. Then he remembered the old teacher of anatomy, who had been so insistent on mercy with his knife. You remember what he used to tell? That if you want to be a good surgeon, then you should know the body as if you have made it. Okay, that professor. And then he remembered the face of his fat and slattern landlady. Okay, naturally American landlady. He had great difficulty in finding a place to live in America because he was a Japanese. The Americans were full of prejudice, and it had been bitter to live in it, knowing himself their superior. How he had despised means hated. Despised the ignorant and dirty old women who had at last consented. Consented means agreed. Agreed to house him means to give her house on rent, to house him in her miserable home. He had once tried to be grateful to her because she had, in his last year, nursed him through influenza. That lady had helped this man, this Sadao also, okay, when he had influenza. But it was difficult, for she was no less repulsive to him in her kindness. He wanted to do something in return for the lady, but lady was not that good natured. This all he now remembers. Now he remembered the youthful, haggard face of his prisoner, white and repulsive. Strange, he thought. I wonder why I could not kill him. Now, when he's thinking about actually all the Americans, we can't say that yes, there is some very good memory of American people, and that's why maybe he, served this injured American. No, it's not that there is very wonderful memory with any person, and that's why he's now wondering why then, why he tried to, help this injured man, and maybe the answer is that maybe he was taking himself always as a doctor only, not as Japanese doctor even. Okay, he was a doctor and he always remembered that this is his duty to serve humanity. Okay, so this is your chapter. Now the chapter is over. 8 videos are with you. This is quite lengthy, I know, but take some time, okay, any day when you have, more than 1 hour spare with you, and continuously read the chapter. Try to, okay, and if you cannot do with all the 8, take 4 together. Take the book, listen to the this video, and then keep marking. Then only you will be able to understand and prepare for your chapter. Again, I would say, prepare for your boards now thoroughly and honestly.